Hi, Jeremy here again. I'm finishing up my first week using HcG, the protocol, the mind-body method, as prescribed by Robin Woodall to recover from emotional binge eating. And this has been the perfect week for me to start this. And that's because it's been the perfect storm of emotional distress. A couple nights ago, my father, who's pretty elderly, had some medical issues, and he had to go to the hospital. Had to call 911 actually, and spend a good part of the day, the next day at the hospital, and it was very stressful. And it was one of those kind of situations where, normally I would probably want to take some time, the next day or maybe even after that to come home, curl up on the couch with a big bag of tacos. And the difference between the experiences I've had with using the protocol, since this is my fourth one, I realize how bad it is before that, where I would probably go out and spend $20 and just mow down. And um, it shows that you can make leaps and bounds. And throughout this week, I've been doing my best to challenge myself and put myself in situations where I would feel some stress, and I guess I really got that what I asked for, because it was one of those situations that just required some coping. But here's the thing: I had no coping mechanism. With the protocol, I mean, the last thing I want to do is mess it up. So I basically had to take it. I had to take it. Gosh, I walked to the hospital. I wanted to cry like a little baby. He's okay. He's not going to die or anything like that. But that's the whole thing, where you don't notice those things until you don't have that coping device. And I really felt it, and that was a great thing. Also, if you've read the book Weight Loss Apocalypse, then you understand, and hopefully, or at least do understand, that putting yourself in social environments where you would be normally eating is really important. It's important for a couple reasons. One, to learn how to not eat since you're not hungry, but also that eating isn't required at those things. You don't have to do those things. It was really tough. Started out the week, actually, my first day on the very low calorie protocol, I had to go to a cooking class that I had been planning on going to for months, with a local chef here at a restaurant. And it was great because I really love cooking, and I wanted to learn how to cook properly. And it was a thing where we were making a Thai curry paste sauce, and I couldn't try anything. I couldn't try it, couldn't taste it. And a perfect example of where, what, I could have justified taking a little taste of it, especially with peer pressure, because people were asking me, hey, why aren't you trying any of this? And I copped out a little bit because I said I was fasting, but I wanted a chance to really explain it, so you don't get those crazy looks from people. You're only eating 500 calories. That's crazy. But the point is, it's easy in that situation to justify cheating on the protocol. And I didn't do it. In fact, this is my fourth protocol. I hadn't done one in 2 years. My second and third protocols were disasters. The first week, especially, is where I would do most of my cheating, and it would just be a chain reaction of bad ideas. That has not happened this week. I haven't even considered it, and I'm feeling really, really strong, and it's awesome. I feel great. And following the mind-body method and following along with the book, A Weight Loss Apocalypse, we're not weighing ourselves. I'm doing this with my fiance Kylie, and she's doing great as well. But we're not weighing ourselves, and I'm really not concerned about it. It's kind of like I don't even really care about that, because I'm in this for the emotional investment of learning how to not only deal with the stresses, but find out why I want to cope with food. And so far, I haven't had a whole lot of revelations as far as that goes. But to me, recognizing those stressful moments and taking that head on, and listening to my heart, and what I can and can't do about it, but not using food to cope with it, that's a huge step. And I hope a lot of people out there, trust in the HcG, and just do your best to take it, because it's going to make a world of difference. And put yourself in social environments where food is prevalent. This weekend, Sunday is the big playoffs. There's 2 championship games. It would be a huge deal here at the house. We would have lots of food and lots of friends over eating food. We're still going to do that. Myself and my fiance, we can't drink, we can't have any of that food, but we're still going to have those friends over, and I'm still going to cook a bunch of food. And part of it is to test myself and also to, retrain myself and realize that just because there's football on doesn't mean that I need to slop down a bunch of nachos. So I'm feeling pretty good, and I'll try to keep updating posts more often. I haven't started on a blog yet, but I will eventually, and I wish the best of luck to everybody out there.